Have you ever stopped to think about how a computer actually makes sense of the code you write? It's not some kind of magic, but it is a really simple and elegant process. Today, we're going to explore that very first step every program takes, just learning how to read.
I mean, really think about it. When you look at this, you don't see a jumble of separate letters, right? Your brain just does it. It instantly groups them into words, it sees the question mark, and it gets the whole structure. It's completely effortless for us.
Well, for a computer, it's a whole different story. It's not automatic at all. It has to be taught how to do, for code, what our brains just naturally do for language. To look at this stream of raw characters and break it all down into meaningful chunks, into its own kind of words.
So this whole process, it actually has a name. It's called scanning. And the part of the compiler that does all this work is known as the scanner. Its job is to just patiently read your source code, literally one character at a time, and figure out where the words begin and end.
To a computer, a line of code like this one is just a sequence of individual symbols. There's no meaning there yet. The scanner's entire job is to find the structure hiding inside this apparent chaos.
Okay, so to really get how the scanner works, we just need to wrap our heads around two key ideas, things called lexemes and tokens.
First up, the lexeme. Now that might sound like a fancy technical word, but it's super simple. A lexeme is just the word itself. It's the actual string of characters that the scanner groups together. You know, like the word if, or the variable name index, or just the number 4. It's the raw text.
And then we have the token. The token is the category that the lexeme belongs to. It's the abstract idea. So if the lexeme is 4, the token is number. If the lexeme is if, the token is keyword, you see? The token is what gives that raw text its actual meaning inside the programming language.
In this table here, it lays it all out perfectly. On the left, you've got the specific text, the lexeme, and on the right, you've got its general purpose, its token type. This separation is like a fundamental concept in how computers are able to understand code.
So how in the world does the scanner know where one lexeme ends and another one begins? Well, it's not just guessing, that's for sure. It follows a very simple set of rules or patterns that define what the language's words look like.
It's all about following a few simple rules, kind of like a recipe. The scanner is told that a sequence of letters is an identifier, a sequence of just digits is a number, and so on. These rules are all it needs to group all those characters correctly.
All right, let's watch this happen live. The scanner starts at the beginning. It sees the letter A, and it knows from its rules, aha, that's an identifier. So it creates an identifier token. Okay, moving on. Next up is a left bracket. That matches its pattern for a special symbol, so it generates a left_bracket token. Simple as that. Then it comes across this sequence of letters, I-N-D-E-X. It scoops them all up together and recognizes this as another identifier token.
And you can see how this works, right? It just keeps chugging along, this patient, step-by-step process. The right bracket, yep, that becomes a right_bracket token.
Followed by the equal sign. Bam! The scanner recognizes that as an assignment operator.
Then we've got the digit 4. Easy. That becomes a number token.
The plus sign gets identified as an addition operator.
And finally, the digit 2 is recognized as one last number token. And just like that, boom. What started as a raw string of characters has been totally transformed into a structured sequence of tokens that the next part of the compiler can actually understand and work with.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's cool, but this is all just some abstract theory happening deep inside a black box, right? Well, actually, no. It's a process you see at work every single day when you write code.
Seriously, think about the tools you use. When you're coding, where does this process of sorting words into categories become visible right in front of your eyes?
That's right. Every single time you see colorful text in your code editor, you are looking at the direct result of token recognition. It's not just there to look pretty. Your editor has its own little scanner running in real time as you type. It identifies a token and then assigns a color to that token's type. A reserved word like if might turn blue, a number might turn purple. It's literally painting you a visual map of the token stream.
And that's really the big idea here. This quiet, methodical, kind of behind-the-scenes process of recognizing tokens, of turning a stream of characters into a stream of meaningful words. It's the essential first step that makes all complex software possible.
It's just a good reminder that even the most powerful, world-changing systems are built on top of incredibly simple, elegant rules. Before a program could do anything amazing, the computer first has to learn how to read it. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.